I didn't actually wait till 9:30. I don't really give a shit. Just wanted to catch the last few minutes of the sunset. What's going on, Christy? What's going on, Melinda? I'm glad you made it. It's always better when you're here. There's a fucking car. These people that drive by at the same time every day. Like when I do the sunrise streams, it's always the same cars, it's always local people. So they see me out here in the morning, and then they see me out here in the exact same spot in the evening, when they're going to and home from work. They probably think I stand out here all fucking day, which is funny. Game on. What's going on, Anthony? What's going on, Big Moose? What's going on, General? I really got nothing to talk about. Let's go on live shit. Like, we're all burned out. I've talked to other panel owners or channel owners, and like we're all burned out. It's more of a chore now these days. I mean, I come up here with no plan, no planned guests, nothing. It's more or less just to give people a place to hang out. I don't know. Well, who just went live now? Nope, I sure don't. Holy shit. Did it ever just go live? Yeah, I saw that. I saw FCC. FM says the same shit every fucking argument. Every argument he's had with me, it always says the same shit. You're talking like a pig. You're talking like a pig. Well, you're talking like a crackhead. And I've seen a lot of DMs from between him and other women, and he says the same shit to them too. Your husband might not tell you look beautiful, but I will. He says the same shit to all of them. He's premiering something. He's banned all in chat. Huh. What's going on, Hither? I wonder if it's something he'll leave up. I might shut this. I don't know. Fuck him. Fuck him anyway. If he won't let you chat there, you guys can chat about it here. How about that? You can, whatever Edward's doing, you can chat about it here. He just removed it. Well, that was quick. What did he say? Well, we got something to talk about now. I should change the title to Post Edward Live. I stayed sub to him because I really looked for him to, like, he left his channel up. He took all the videos down, but he left his channel up. So I'm fully expecting him because, see, I know that he knows a lot of things about a lot of people, and I'm waiting for him to put some of that shit out there. I mean, it's some of it is criminal, but like really nobody's goddamn business. And there was some other shit because people bring stuff to me and I look at it like they want to call somebody out or whatever, and I look at it, I'm like, well, there's really not much here. Like, there's no proof of what you're saying, and or it's just nobody's fucking business. So then they go to Edward, or they go to Edward first and then to me. But there's some shit, just like what he did to Polo. There was some stuff going around about Polo that we all knew about for a year, and when the heat came down on him, when the first document got dropped, he fucking went live with that shit, calling Polo a pred and everything. Nobody else ran with that because we all knew it was bullshit. And there's other stuff like that that I'm worried he's going to put out there. I mean, if it's anything I know anything about, I'll fucking, if it's bullshit, I'll refute it. Yeah, nobody wants him back. I hate it when I agree with PatCon, but I find myself agreeing with him a lot here lately. Y'all that have channels, make sure you remember to pull Edwards wrenches. That was the first, well, not the first thing I did because I forgot, but I'm like, oh yeah, I better, because he had wrenches on 2 channels here, but I took care of that. I mean, all he cared about is his fucking channel. So I imagine how many people did he dox? I don't even remember. A lot. And that's the thing. I know that he knows some people's identities that really don't want their identities out there. I mean, they've hit me up about it because I know who they are too, and like they're worried. They're afraid. Like they want to speak out, but they're afraid that and this shit has happened before, man. Oh, of course he wants to discredit me because I've been speaking out on him. This is why people are afraid to speak out on him. It's because they're afraid they're going to get doxxed or they're afraid that their shit's going to get put out there. Yeah, Bernator, you're right. I mean, all he cared about is his fucking channel, man. You go live every day and don't care if somebody else is already live. That gives you the courtesy of not. You know what I mean? What's going on, Lynn and God's Angels? Good to see you. I've never hid who I was either. I mean, YouTube used to have my real name in it. My Instagram has always been my main Instagram has always had my real name on it. I've never tried to hide who I am either. But not everybody feels that way, and I'm worried for those people. Try to go to Canada, take proper ID with you. Yep, I haven't been to Canada since. You used to be able to go to Canada with just your driver's license, but after I think after 9/11 they changed that. Um, but yeah, I used to go up there to fish and hunt, and all you had to do, I had to go through some extra bullshit because I brought guns with me sometimes. But they were just bolt action hunting rifles, which I mean, they give you crappy looks, but it's not. As long as you declare them, it's not illegal to bring them in if you're hunting. You got to show them. You got to show them proof that you have a place to go hunt. Um, I can't remember what all I had to show, but link for FM. I'll let him up here. He got destroyed like he always does, but he's too self unaware to realize it. I tell you what, I don't know Lady J at all. In fact, I just recently became aware of her existence because of all this shit. And I felt bad for her last night, man. Like I was embarrassed for her. I've seen. It's like I don't know if people just don't know the shit that we've had to put out on FM. But I've seen his DMs with several ladies, and he's a fucking. When they decide they're done with him, he threatens to show their nudes. He threatens to dox them. He threatens to. He likes to hit up married ladies that are having problems. He says the same shit to all of them, and I've seen these. I've seen it. He'll say, "Your husband won't say good morning, but I will," or "Your husband won't tell you you're beautiful, but I." He just says the same shit to all of them. It's real easy to pick up women that are in a vulnerable spot. Yeah, yeah. FCC. Um, you're gonna have to prove that you've been sexually active. I don't know. Is my sound off? Yeah, the link should be pinned if anybody's interested in anything. What's going on, Shauna? Well, Big Moose, I have instructed FCC to mail me his underwear so that I can test it, and I will know when the last time he had sex was. Ryan's Hopkins collection. That's funny. What's going on, other Bill? I missed a whole bunch of people because I was blabbing. Sorry about that. Yeah, we might have to bring in mail order brides for this one. I don't know how many times I've been up here arguing with FM. It's pointless. He's like, I bring that same energy because he was threatening to pull up on me, which I knew was never going to happen. He was in Indiana, less than 2 hours from me, probably just a little over an hour. Uh, yeah, I knew he wouldn't pull up, but he's like, I bring that same energy. I'm like, yep, Chihuahua energy. Yep, 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 yep. You're a tiny little fucker with a big mouth. That's all it is. Puppy power. No problem, Lydia. I do have audio problems quite a bit, so it wasn't out of the question. So is it safe to assume the last time FM got paid was in Indiana? Very likely. Oh, laid. Yeah, dude, I man, I couldn't bring myself. I like I don't care how long it's been. I couldn't bring myself to do PHI. I'm sorry. You're damn right, Jeff. Oh, that's right. He probably did buy a year of StreamYard. Yeah, he'd shit his pants out here, man. I'm not kidding. City folks freak out more in the country than us country boys do in the city. And believe me, we don't like it there. But like they've never experienced like real dark. It's not real dark yet, but you know, and shit does. You hear shit moving around out here that sounds like it's 10 foot tall. And if you're not used to it, it'll freak you out. Bro is fighting for his life. Why didn't he just shut the comments off? You can go live without the comments on. Is that why he ended it? Because he couldn't keep up deleting comments. Ed, since I know you're watching, I'll let you up here. I'll even give you the floor. I'm not deleting comments for you though. Timed you out like, yeah, yeah, that'll work. I saw somebody say they recorded it. If you want to come up here and play it, I don't have to put you on the screen. It'll pop up somewhere, I'm sure. Was that it on? I don't know. I didn't watch NCF today, so I don't know. He's not banned here. I just took his wrenches because the only way I can ban people, because I don't have a computer, so the only way I can ban people is from the live or from the comment section. And I did not feel like going back through it, so he's not banned here. I actually am curious. I'll listen to him. I'll listen to what he has to say because I'm curious. He posted and it gets a strike. I don't care. I'll take the hit. He probably will strike it, but I don't care. I'll take the hit. I don't really give a shit about this channel. I'm getting close to 2,000 subs, and I guess I'm supposed to be excited about it, but eh. Dude, does Ed think we're really gonna let him live? Does he really think his original channel is still up with all of the well, I mean it was a few days ago. I don't know about now, but his original channel's still up. And I didn't do anything but I won't be now that I've said something, but I still had a wrench there. He's got a serious, and panel addiction is a thing. It really is. And he probably had it worse than anybody. He's used to going live every day for hours. You know what I mean? That took up a big chunk of his actual life. Yes, FCC. I would let FM up here, although he probably won't because he just ends up looking stupid every time, kind of like he did with you. Big Moose. Oh, I didn't know Big Moose had a channel. I just now started seeing Big Moose around. Is Big Moose somebody we know, or would they rather not know? Not let us know. Something. You guys know what I'm saying. I'm sure that Big Moose has been around for a while under a different name. Well, Lydia, I stayed subscribed because I knew he would go back live, and he probably will again. And I wanted to know what he had to say, so I stayed subscribed. All right, Lisa, thank you for posting that. You just said you had no content, and look at me. Oh, okay. Yeah, you probably gained a few subs. Don't forget, don't forget that I made you what you are. You're more familiar with the SK side, right on. Yeah, that's what I heard, JFK. See, since I've been so outspoken about him, and he knows that I know more shit, he'll try to assassinate what's left of my character, just like everybody else does. He'll try to discredit me because I've been pretty vocal on it. He does know shit, though. I mean, it's not going to be devastating, really. It's stuff I would prefer people don't know, but if y'all find out, I'll just be like, yeah, whatever. All the charges always got dropped, so yes, sir. I finally got the Zippo fixed. I put a new wick in it and repacked it, and it still didn't work right after I repacked it. So I must have fucked that up. I repacked it again, and now it works just fine. Does Ed know where the bodies are? Something like that. He doesn't know enough to. Um, yeah. Look, if that shit does come out when I explain why it happened, and I'm not saying I did it. In fact, and all anybody knows for sure is that somebody disappeared. It doesn't mean that they're dead. and it doesn't mean I had anything to do with it. I was just, you know, interviewed about it. Um, but if I have to explain that when I tell people why that dude went on a very long vacation, uh, people will get it. You know, what's going on, Dominique? Always better to have you around. This is exactly what I have expected him to do. I've said it I don't know how many times. He knows a bunch of shit on people. He'll come and throw it all out. And some of the stuff, and I'm sure he knows more than me, and I'm sure that I know things that he doesn't know, but I mean, most of it is bullshit that's just nobody's business. It's just going to embarrass people. He knows quite a few people's names that they're worried about. I've talked to them. Um, and some of the shit that that people brought to us, they'd go to one of us and then be like, there's just either not enough here to call somebody out, or it's just stupid bullshit that's, you know, nobody's business. They would come to me with stuff, and if I wouldn't run with it, they'd go to Ed. Sometimes he would, sometimes he wouldn't. Like he was present that Kevin stuff. He was presented with that, and him and another party called me up on a three-way call, and it was like, "Hey, Kevin's my friend. I can't take this one. Uh, you know, will you take it?" And like, if he didn't think there was anything there, why the fuck even call me? So I did it, sort of as a favor to Ed, and then he fucking denounced me on it. So, and there was other shit like that. He stabbed me in the back a lot of times. Yeah, Lydia, we know what his game is. Some of the shit, just like he did with Polo, like we knew about that stuff for a year, but we knew it wasn't true, and he ran with it anyway. And there's more stuff like that. What's going on, Damone? Yeah, Freya. I guess Ed went live or I guess it was a premiere. I don't know. He tried to do something right after I started and shut it down pretty quickly. So we didn't get to see. Well, it was. I guess the people expectedly were being pretty brutal to him in the comments. I don't know how he thought that was going to go, but for a long time, the only banned word in my comment section, because you can get into YouTube stuff and ban words, so if people type it out, um, it won't show up. The mods don't even see it. For a long time, the only banned word I had was pred word. It's gone now. If somebody wants to test it, I mean, now I've got like people's names and stuff that are getting doxxed in there. But yeah, for a long time, I was so sick of hearing about this shit when I didn't believe he had anything to do with it. And yeah, I noticed people have been talking less about him. That's probably why he did it. That's possible, Pat Con. That wouldn't surprise me either. There we go. We got a live one here. Yep, we're good. Systems are all checking out. Our mid-flight check is yep, all systems are a go. Yeah, Jersey. For people like you and me, like this is an extra sting because we've known the guy. I mean, pretty much since this little part of YouTube started, and we trusted him. He really did back in the day. He really did do a lot. But now I have to question his motivations. Was he tipping off Preds? Because we had Preds get tipped off, and nobody really ever suspected him. Other than like one of them, there was only 5 or 6 of us in uh, what we called the evidence locker. It was just a Discord where we uploaded all of our decoy chats, and like it had to be somebody in there, and uh, I still think it was a different guy, but now I fucking wonder. Oh, car, damn it! I have wandered so far down the road. I got no good place to jump to. Oh well, it'll be all right. Watch me fall on my ass. You guys will get a kick out of that. Yeah. This is the real kind of country dark that freaks people out that aren't used to it. It doesn't bother me because I am the thing that goes bump in the night. You know what I was wondering about? And I don't know exactly, I really don't know what the law is for sure, but it kind of looked like to use jail calls from Texas, you could only make them public if they were used in an investigation. And we were all like, well, it was never used in court or whatever, blah, blah, blah. So now I'm wondering if they weren't obtained legally because maybe they were used in an investigation. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know that to be a fact, but I was just wondering. I mean, it tells you on there um, that you're being recorded. So I was saying shit about like having dead hookers in my trunk just because I knew cops were listening, but maybe that wasn't such a good idea. What's going on, Matt? He tried to come back on his regular channel. Precious Bushwhacker. That's a contradiction in terms. I like it. I hope you're a chick. That'd be a good pet name for a girl. No, the phone lines are open if anybody wants to come up and talk about that or whatever else. Apparently, he thought it was just going to go smoothly, I guess. I don't know. I tell you what, I mean, oh man, I was crushed, to find out about that stuff. I was, like heartbroken in a way. Uh, I try to keep myself from being angry at all costs, because when I get like when I especially when I start to hate somebody, uh, like bad shit happens. So I try to stay calm all the time. But that heartbreak shit was really getting me depressed, so I decided to hand it over to anger instead. And I can't let it rest. I can't. I can't. Yeah, heartbroken was for a lack of a better word. I just couldn't think of the right one to say. But like I said, Ed and I had been friends for a very long time, and we trusted him with a lot of sensitive bullshit back in the day. And he lied directly to my face. So yeah, I do take it very personally. Link for FM. He can come up here, FCC. Be looking. Yeah, yeah. This is a perfect time for Jeff to slide back in. There we go. Looks like Mastercard has the clip. What's going on, Tanya D? Hope all is well. Lydia, he probably didn't think the comment section through, or maybe he thought he let enough time go by that people would just be like, "Oh, hey Ed, how you doing?" You know what I mean? And he's so uh, invested or addicted or whatever to going live every day. Like he's probably desperate enough to give it a shot. Yeah, Big Moose. That's what I'm thinking. Testing the waters. Yeah, community gossip. You're right. I can't. And like I see people taking a lot of heat for not speaking out on it. You know, the people that defended it the most. And I haven't talked to them, you know, in the last week or whatever, but I talked to them right after, and they were just as shook and um, uh, I mean, you don't see them out there making excuses for him or backing him up. And the only reason I've been vocal about it, it's not for you guys. I could give a fuck less what you think. That's it's for me. You have a new tab on community. I don't know what they're. It used to be you had to have like so many subs to have the community tab, but they've changed the rules. So I don't know. I don't know how they do that now. Like you're supposed to have 1,000 subs to be eligible to monetize, but I got eligible when I only had like 700 or something. But it was because I had a shit ton of watch hours. I'm not monetized. I'm not going to monetize anyway, but they change shit around and make different rules, and I don't keep up with it. What if Big Moose is in? I doubt it. Wouldn't surprise me, but you know, I doubt it. I've seen Big Moose around here last week or so. All right, Big Moose. Um, Big Moose is giving you all permission to. I mean, it's not his or her content, but and Edward will probably strike anybody that puts up anything of his. But if it's a throwaway channel, who cares? If somebody wants to come up here and play it, I don't care. I'll take a strike. I think all my strikes are cleared up right now. It's funny. Y'all can say the N word on your channel repeatedly, nothing happens. I mean, YouTube's inconsistent as hell. But one of my like one of the first videos I put up was some scam baiting, and almost all of them have gotten taken down. But I got a strike on one of them because it was racist. But it was the Indian scammer I was talking to was calling me a white chicken and shit like that. Like it wasn't bad, but YouTube said it was racist, so they took it down. Is this a Docs Ed stream? Well, I mean, I don't care. There's really no need to dox them because the shit's already all out there. It might not even be a long enough clip to. Yeah, okay. There is such a thing as fair use. Um, you can use somebody's stuff as long as you add commentary or it's not over a certain length. So it could fall under fair use, or even if you add some shit to it, it should be okay. And you also want to be careful because, like, if you false strike too many times, YouTube can take your channel for false strikes. So you want to watch out for that. Oh, and another warning is YouTube. Even if you private a video, like a helicopter, like if you private a helicopter stream, YouTube. I've had a couple of private ones get taken down by YouTube. So yeah, if there's something on there that's not YouTube friendly, you have to delete it altogether. What's going on, panel channel? Jeff is going live in 26 minutes. Well, fuck Jeff. We were just saying that this is the perfect time for Jeff to slide back in. I don't usually restream other people's stuff here while it's live, just kind of out of respect. But I don't respect Jeff, and I will take the hit if somebody wants to come up here and restream his ass. I'll let it happen. I've got no respect for that motherfucker. I mean, I can't really say too much about his drug and alcohol use because, most of you have seen me up here looking pilled out and plastered. I don't do it live too much anymore. But yes, Jeff sucks. Damone sucks. PatCon sucks. Pullover sucks. Community gossip sucks. MasterCard sucks. Fuel sucks. You all suck. And I mean that in the best possible way. Jeff will say someone sent him the leak, and that's how he found out. Well, that's a legitimate thing to say for some of us because I kind of doubt anybody gives a shit enough about him, but I can always tell when something happens before I know what happened because I get a bunch of freaking messages about it. Look, I've spoken to Angela on the phone right after it all dropped, and she was tore up about it. Like we were trying to come up with some kind of excuses or a logical reason. Like maybe he had something set to him because of helping out catchers or whatever, but he was never a decoy, and there was just so much of it and all spread out. There's no excuse or logical reason for it. So at least on the phone call with her, she was not defending him. But that doesn't mean she's obligated to come out and say anything. What's going on, Hanoi? Why do you need a wrench? I'm still working on to trust some of you. Yeah, I think that it's bullshit for people to give Angela shit for not saying anything. She's not defending him. And again, the only reason I've been so vocal about it is because I'm pissed the fuck off. I'm not doing it for you people. I don't give a fuck about what anybody thinks about me. I'm doing it for me. What's up, Carl? There are links if you scroll back up. There are links to what he posted. It wasn't much. He cut it off pretty quickly. I'm told. I guess he started saying something about me and then he cut it off. I think he's worried that. Oh fuck. Am I still roboting? Tomo obligato, Mr. Roboto. Am I roboting still? Oh, it's a fake annoyed. All right. Yeah. Mirror accounts can be banned here too if they're an exact copy trying to look like somebody else. Uh, they can be banned because they just start shit. Just make sure it's the actual fake one. All right. Yeah. Get rid of it. I see y'all. Let me know. I can't give wrenches when I'm live through StreamYard. I can't give wrenches because I'm on a fucking phone. It's weird. If you don't go through StreamYard, you can. I'm not gonna lie. I always kind of sound like a robot. I am AI. I'm half AI. Except I'm AI, except without the intelligent part. What is going on, Jamie? Hi, Jamie. I hope this is good for you. Are you gonna make a ringtone, Jamie? You gonna make my voice be your alarm clock? Yeah, there's a reason why. Like Matt's been working. He went and got that body cam footage, and there isn't jack shit there. There's got to be more, and there's got to be a reason why we're not seeing it. I don't know if they ratted on somebody. That's what I'm guessing. Somebody did make a ringtone. I forget who it was. Somebody, one of the when I was riled up and I said "fuck you" or something, somebody actually made a ringtone out of it. I forget who that was though. I seriously though, like, did Ed really think that it was going to go any other way? Why didn't he shut off the comments? I tell you what, I'll make you guys a deal if I'm available, and I kind of made this deal with that. Um, I said anytime that Clown Force went live, I would go live, but there's no fucking way. I couldn't do it. Um, but if I can, if you guys see that Ed's going live, let me know. And if you got the comments shut off, I will go live at the same time and try to find somebody. Um, I might have to fire my naughty assistant. Yeah, we'll try to find somebody to restream it or something. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Yeah, guys, just make sure you don't hide the real annoyed. Fuck, man. You know what? That's okay. People know the vast majority of my mods I've had personal conversations with. I you know know that they're not fake, or you know what I mean. 90% of them. But yeah, people like White Claw that I had to wrench because people kept timing them out, and I didn't want that. I actually got banned. So like people know that I do this. So maybe the fake annoyed is the real annoyed trying to get a wrench so that we'll be able to identify his real account because the real annoyed's not wrenched in here. I don't know. I can't wrench anybody right now because I'm through StreamYard. And I don't have, I used to have that the second phone that Lurking Sea Monkey gave me, but I gave it back to her. Well, Connie Lingus, yeah, yeah, we can do that. That's how the majority of the females in here got their wrenches. They showed me their boobs. Jamie, you're a pervert. I love it. Yeah, I haven't watched NTF in a while. When she uh, lied about me again, I decided I was done. So I just have not been back, and I don't. There's quite a few sea monkeys that haven't been back either. Right on. Hey, look, naughty assistant. I was kidding about firing you. You are the best naughty assistant in the whole community, which is why you're the highest paid. And I completely understand when you take that paid vacation. I also didn't give you any notice, so Alex got an arrest at a mall in, I forgot what NE means. New Europe. What's going on, Missy? Yeah, Missy, uh, we had to take action with your naughty assistant because the naughty assistants have a union, and your naughty assistant wasn't in the union, so we can't allow them to work. Once they pay their union dues, then we'll talk. We'll negotiate. All right, are we back? I had to fucking change locations. There's, you can see it. He's in stealth mode. All right, little tard, say hello to your fans. They like you better than they like me. Hey, little tard. If I Yeah, his name's Little Tard. I had to change his name. His name was Little Retard, but people said that was offensive, so I had to change it to Little Tard. It is dumb. It's dumber than hell, but and it's we've been giving it medication because it's been sick for a long time. But she seems like she's getting better. She's only about half the size of the other kittens that she was born with. There's Ghost Kitty. Ghost Kitty and Little Tard were from the same litter, I think. And Ghost Kitty's twice the size. Go see if we can find Little Fucker. Hey, where's Little Fucker at? I would like to take this time to say rest in peace to Little Shit and Hollywood Kitty. They uh, they became parts kitties quite a while ago. Well, naughty assistant, that's about to change because I'm about to send you a bonus, a nice bucket of kitties. Just tell me what flavor you want. I'm not a cat person at all, but Little Fucker, uh, I guess he picked me. I didn't really pick him. Where is Little Fucker? Hey, there he is. Damn it! Stop ignoring me. You're fired. They had another fucking. That's how they got all these damn things. Is people dropping their strays off and they show up out here. But another freaking striped one showed up a couple of weeks ago. Well, Little Fucker, he didn't really change my opinion on cats. Um, I just decided to be less mean to them. Yeah, somebody in here, I think what's a big news. Somebody in here bet me $100 that I wouldn't answer their question the other night, and I answered their question, and they still haven't paid me. So yeah, if anybody wants a stupid cat, just send me a self-addressed stamped envelope. I'd be happy to mail one in or stuff one in and mail it back to you. Some assembly may be required. Damn, that's a lot of fucking cats. Well, be careful, Lydia. Oh shit! I didn't realize how far behind I was. Link for Gen A? No, Missy, not tonight. I'm sorry. I no, I can't tonight. And stop being mean to her, Missy. She's gonna sue you. You know that, right? The link is pinned, you motherfuckers. Anybody? Well, Not anybody. Almost anybody can come up here. Yeah, we always got to be prepared for power outages out here because it happens quite often. And like we've had big ice storms come through and been 2 weeks without power and no way to go anywhere. And well, no way to go anywhere with a car anyway because the telephone poles all got taken down and they had to bring in crews from out of state to clean everything up. So yeah, it's not uncommon to be without power out here for 2 days, 3 days, 2 weeks. It happens. You just got to always be ready. A massive one went live with 2 viewers. Who was that? Yes, I've not been reading the whole chat because I'm blabbing and showing pussy. I missed a lot of comments because I had to fast forward because I got behind. You asked FM how he can go live and have people on panel and get list viewers than SK with nobody on panel. Yeah, I haven't watched FM in a long time, but I noticed that too. Like nobody watches when it's just him, unless he's got a catch. That's funny. Like he say some fucked up shit and say, "Well, I apologized for it." Yeah, he apologized for it at 5 o'clock in the morning with 12 people, and then he privated the stream right after. So yeah, he did apologize, but um, nobody saw it. You got to have a and not that I do, but if you can't stream anything and you've got nothing, oh shit, little tard, hey, you ain't supposed to be following me out here. I don't know why these fucking things like to follow me around. They they get right under my feet and I either trip or step on them. Little tard, go home. You are one of the like three cats I don't want to get hit. The other ones I don't give a fuck. Oh, that's right. I forgot. We have a new reality show here on PTS where we get the cats to play on the road, and then everybody takes bets as to which cat gets the splat. Place your bets now. Go home, stupid. Damn it. Little tards fall. Oh, Ghost Kitty's following me too. Go home, dumbass. You? I don't really care if you get hit. Go. God damn it. Come on. Follow me back. Fucking things. Most of them I don't really give a shit about, but Ghost Kitty and Little Tard, I don't want anything to happen to them. You're going the wrong way, Tard. Damn it. I don't want to have to touch the damn things. All right. Who wants to go for a ride? Who wants to fly? I ain't walking you all the way back. I'm just going to catapult you. All right, come here, stupid. Come here. Yeah, I know. All right, here you go. I'm going to throw you pretty low because you don't have a parachute on this time. Oh, God, I hate touching them damn things. Go home. I don't know why they follow me around. I don't usually, unless my mom and dad are so sick they can't do it. I don't usually feed them, and I don't let me seed them, or I don't let them see me give them food. But and I'm not particularly nice to them. I'm not mean to them either, but I don't know. All right, did you guys place your bets on which kitty's going to get hit on the road first? You can put Jeff's stream in the basement. Yeah, that's cool. We can do that. About time you earned your paycheck. Roadkill is a cute name. Yeah, I had. Oh, I shouldn't say me, but they had a cat out here that I named Roadkill, and it eventually lived up to its name. Relax, Danielle. You know I'm not going to hurt the kitties. I don't think they feel anything when they get shake and baked. It's like three missing every time. Well, that's about. You can only fit about three in a bag, so I mean, fucking hell. Thought we do have something, Danielle, but um, maybe I better not say it. out loud. I don't. All right, audio assistant. I see you back there. You just gotta, because I put you on screen, right? I can do this from backstage. I think. There it is. Thank you very much.
That's the link. Big Moose has asked to repost this. Oh shit. It says video unavailable.
Duh.
It says this video is unavailable. Shoot. Didn't somebody screen record it or something? Big Moose, do you come on panel? I'm sorry, I really don't know who you are. I probably do. I just don't know what your whatever screen name, whatever it is. But do you come on panels? If you do, maybe you can. Do you have? I'm so far behind. I can't catch up. There was over here milking the content cow. Busters, that's your first warning. Shut up. You live in fucking. I'm not gonna say it, dude. I'm not gonna say it, man. I'm not gonna dox. Oh my gosh, dude. Just get a life, man.
Oh,
You're gonna be going.
did we move past the wrench talk already and go straight to the doxing?
Panels or not, or somebody's able to. If somebody screen recorded that, is able to play it or something.
Way ahead of you, Jeff.
It's just weird, Jeff. This is the link.
If anybody wants to jump up here and help me make fun of Jeff, I don't care about a strike, but if we can keep it fair use so we can't strike, that'd be better.
Well, just a few seconds. I don't know. I'm just guesstimating here. And then it just cut off. Wait, why is this? Oh, okay. I hope they can bring it up. The only thing is, it's going to be laggy.
Man, I hear something weird.
I mean,
Fuck, I hear kittens. Son of a bitch. Look what I just found. All right, how do I pause this? Look at what I just found. Little fucking things are trying to follow me and they even got their eyes open. Which one do you belong to? I ought to. Oh my God. Are those yours? You can eat them if you want to. Son of a bitch. I'm going to have another talk with them. Yeah. No, don't worry. They're not quite big enough for kebabs yet. Jesus Christ. For fuck's sake. Those things are brand new, like from today. Yeah, no, don't worry. I'm not going to hurt them. Not yet. Yeah, I don't know which one of you. All right. Y'all ever seen a dandelion get its head popped off? Yeah. All right, who's hungry? Motherfucker. If I find any baby raccoons. Oh, it's too late, Rod. I already relocated the baby raccoons. If we find more, though, I can let you know. Motherfucker. All right. Get the show going again.
But anyways, he just happened to show up, and I was kind of shocked. I was like, wait. This can't be true. This has got to be a new station, new channel, whatever, that people are mocking, or whatever, And sure enough, it was him. It was a premiere. And he played a corn song. He was like, people shouldn't judge him or something. I don't remember. I don't know. Maybe Constantine can answer that question. He's here. Somebody else.
Oh, I can sniff out pussy anywhere. You know that.
Huge corn person.
Somebody go tell Jeff and Jeff chat that we got a better one over here.
Oh, I'm still going to go live, not just because Bill something rather, and then it cut out. At least on my end.
That's right.
That you were saying, you gave me that link, but
all right, naughty assistant, good enough.
If I'm able to replay,
you're gonna get a bonus kitten out of this.
The audio is just video doesn't come out too good. We have to. All right, let me look out chat while this is doing its thing here. Jeff's live reactions are goaded. No, but I think so. But thanks. Yeah. I'm just me. No, nobody special. Just a dude like everybody else.
Yeah. Hit my Cash App. Look, Danielle is about a $500 date. If I get $500 tonight,
I don't know.
I will take Danielle someplace nice.
It's the same thing. Oh, wait a minute.
I don't think she should settle for anything less than a $500 night out.
Let's see. I got to pause first. Turn the volume all the way up. Edward deleted live without music. All right. So I didn't have the volume up. Big Moose, can you put in chat that I have your permission to play this? And
all right. Who had the kittens?
We will start. Like I said, the visual won't be worth a crap, but the audio is the main thing here.
All right.
Big Moose,
I gotta meet up for a minute.
To play this
take care of something. Yeah, I like pussy, but there's such a thing as too much and the wrong kind.
I just gotta wait for a yes or a no. Big Moose, do I? Oh, go ahead. Okay, gotcha. I appreciate that. All right. Even though it was Dum Dum's Chomo's thing. All right, let me try this real quick. It's been a while since I did this. Like I said, you're not going to see well, it's not really any video anyways, except for the lyrics. But, dude, it's been a while since I did this. Do I press share? I don't really do this very often. All right, hold on real quick. Let me go back here. All right, let's give it a try. It may be partway through the first one. I don't know. So I may play it a couple times. I appreciate that, Big Moose. Thanks for giving me permission to play this. Now let me see if I can get this done. Let me mute myself real quick.
It was not like Bill said. Yes. It's been so great not being around in this community for the last week, couple weeks, whatever. And I don't think I'm going to be back much anyway, because the only reason I went live was not like Bill said. Yes.
So that's what I heard. So he did go live earlier or something? I guess I missed it. Interesting.
I don't know what the fuck he's saying I said, because I've only spoken the truth. Oh, well.
Why would he?
Maybe we'll find out.
Wow, this is a lot to process. By the way, it's an open panel. It's basically free speech. I just ask to keep it within reason, moderation. The link is pinned But yeah, so man, I've been away from this stuff too much. What I'm trying to understand is why would he even try to make a comeback on the internet, let alone YouTube
Gee,
itself?
Jeff,
When you're
I don't know why somebody that's been
been
outed and
found
humiliated would come back on the internet.
convicted for a
How
law,
does that work?
been found
Stupid
with
fuck.
probable cause, that's just guilty to possessing, owning, trading, whatever. And we got to use initials here, folks. We'll use CSAM, whatever, CP. I mean, it's there. I mean, when Hoax Wars and Panel Channel came out with those alarming videos and community posts, you literally within 24 hours started deleting everything off your channel, including your community page, all your videos, all your lives. You don't even have a community tab now. I think people forget that you have another channel, which is your original channel. I did see some comments I was able to screenshot before
Ed can't redeem himself from this.
But for those who have his original channel, go ahead and post that. If you guys need to, if you forgot you were sub to it, go unsub if you want. Maybe make a comment, add to your concern, whatever it may be. It's Chrome. Oh my goodness, I wish I could remember. Chrome something is at Chrome 5003, possibly at Chrome 5. Oh my goodness, I can't remember. Let me get that for you. Because why is his other channel, his original channel, still up with no controversy? I'm just kind of confused.
His original channel is still up.
Let me for those who may not have, not looking at chat at the current moment.
Look at this. These damn things don't even have their eyes open yet,
Edward S.
and they're already trying to follow me.
What those, I don't know if it's Old English or. Let me get that to you. So you guys need to make sure that if you want to unsubscribe, and you completely forgot about it, maybe a year, 2, 3, 4 ago, whatever it is. You can go back, or if you want to make a nice little comment in the community section or under one of his posts, you're welcome to do that as well. I'm sure, he'd be glad to hear from you,
yeah,
right?
Geoff. Like, we're not going to let him breathe, man. I'm not.
Real.
I've been accused of being an awful lot of alt accounts that I'm not. I don't do kind of thing much. I'm not saying I never have, but I might have to think about it. It's a big pain in the ass because you spend all that time making an alt, and then it's nuked in a second,
All right, so let me get this chat. Go over, say hello. How you doing, man? How's the production going over there at the house? Maybe something like that, or are you looking forward to possibly still facing time? I mean, I don't know. Say what you want to say. It's up to you. Just don't be illegal. I'm not, encouraging people to harass or say anything illegal or anything like that. Obviously.
Go get him, little tart.
I'm just saying, hey, maybe you're just
go beat up those kittens.
Who knows? All right, because he's got that weird English shit, I think it's going to make me go all the way to the bottom. Yeah, it is. Well, it's either at the top or the bottom of all the way of this subscription list, so it's going to take me a little bit. All right, I'm not looking at chat, folks. Sorry, I'm not going to pay attention. I apologize. I'm literally trying to get this channel put out there, so the people that don't know Ed's original channel that has almost 600 subscribers needs to know, hey, if you're still subscribed there and you don't want to be subscribed, you might want to do that. Or maybe you want to make a comment or, whatever, I'm just doing the right thing.
Oh, somebody found the crack nip.
I'm not even looking at chat. Until I get this, I'm not going to look. I got to get this put out there. Oh, here we go. So it's at capital C. The rest is lowercase. So it's at capital C HROME 0052. So that's at Chrome 0052. yeah, I don't think I've seen any interesting comments on there yet. On this main channel, and everything's still up. He left everything up. We put that in chat. I'm not promoting him in any way, shape, or form. I'm just promoting the fact that maybe you want to get your voice heard, you know? So, yeah. So, Predward's actual
Crack nip is a horrible drug.
original channel is here. If you want to go make a comment, unsubscribe, or whatever, you know, that kind of thing. You know what I mean? There's his original channel. A lot of people don't even know his original channel because so many people are so fairly new, they don't really know much about it. But yeah, there it is. You might want to go make a comment, express your concern, your feelings. Maybe you need to unsubscribe. Hell yeah, Alan. We're promoting awareness. Hell yeah, we are. I think we agreed on something for the first time in a while, at least. Actually, Community Remix, I get your point. I know we haven't gotten along too much. We'll just put that aside for a second here. I get your point. Yeah. Okay, I saw the last tap there. It's not that. Wonder why. Yeah. Okay. So, fill me in a little bit if you could, somebody. There's actually people who still support him. I didn't think that was a thing. Oh no, Telly.
Who?
Oh no.
I haven't seen anybody publicly or privately support it.
Getting on my nerves already.
I know some people were worried about him, that he might
channel,
do something to himself, which is understandable. I don't want him to do that, but
a lot of people have forgotten about that original.
At the end of the day,
there's some people just simply don't
just
know.
Another friend.
He's lost about 100 subscribers on his 502, but nothing, I don't think, off of this regular channel here on the screen here. So, you know, I'm just saying, you know, if you want to go check
I messaged him. I asked him, like, right after that drop, I asked him if he had anything to say, and he never responded to me. So,
I don't know about. I think I got that as well, if I'm not mistaken. I think that maybe y'all should check that one out too. Maybe leave a comment, you know, or something, you know. What's up, Donnie? Good to see you. You're welcome to come up. It's free speech. I just asked for moderation. You know, the cussing. It doesn't have to be every other word. Has to be
free speech, unless you say something Jeff doesn't like.
I did unban some more people. Even the ones with the 1 year ban, I unbanned some of those to give a second chance. For those of you that have been here, Renovation Podcast, the Upstairs Industrial Complex. For those who weren't here, say, I don't know, what's a good year to put in there, folks? That's OGs. They've been here since the 2010s. If you have not been here since at least 2020, maybe even early 2021, I don't know, I'm just checking. What's up, James? Good to see you. I don't know why it's hiding your comment, James. I like to hear James's opinion. I also, you know, actually, I think all of us here would like to hear. No, like I said, I haven't been too involved. However, I haven't heard from Blonde Java. I haven't heard from Megan, whatever her name is, Miss Megan. I haven't heard from Sherry. I don't think I've heard from her. I don't think I've heard from Angela G. I haven't heard a whole lot from Nick Cook. Nevermore, you did text me the day that dropped. That's how I was able to find it for the most part. I haven't heard from you since. Like, any of you guys want to come up and talk about, hey, Christy, good to see you. Nice, like the new name there. I actually thought about doing that for a backup channel, something like that. Instead of doing the old-fashioned 2.0 or 2.5 or 3.0 or 3.5, I thought about doing something stupid, like Southwest Jeff 7.6923.0095. I don't know, just make it stupid. Yeah, Gremlin, isn't that true? I noticed, here's the thing, he used a lot of people for content. And there's things that I noticed that I just kind of kept to myself for the most part. When I was drinking, I would sometimes let some of that out. Some of you got it, some of you didn't, and I get that. But so there was a brief period of time, which I mentioned so many times now. I think it was back in November. I'm just guesstimating of 2023. I decided to stop dragging and do a little research. And there was nothing I could find aside from the meth and the whatever. So I was like, you know what? Judicial process, all that stuff. I want to give him a chance. That comes from my Christian side too. I was sitting there dragging the dude for so long, and I wanted to give him at least a chance. And I was like, innocent until proven guilty, innocent until proven guilty. And I gave him that chance. And then he still turned on me, like the last 3 or 4 months. But it is what it is. He played a lot of people. And what bothers me the most is the actual victims in this. There was actual CSAM. There was actual victims.
Shit, I was muted.
And that's the big problem right there, is the actual victims. Think about that. Just really think about that. Forget the trolling for a second.
Turned on you, Jeff. Nobody fucking likes you. You don't have any real friends here.
There's actual victims. That's what bothers me the most. In fact, it's aside from a few catches that hopefully will come up here soon, I really don't have a reason to go live anymore. I don't really have. It's just not a. It's just when he did that premiere today, it bothered me. And somebody said he did a live earlier. In Jeff's mind, he's the Rain Man, but in reality, he's the village idiot. Okay.
Village idiot. That between Jeff and Ryan, who is the bigger village idiot? 1 for Jeff, 2 for Ryan.
That's what I'm trying to say right there, dude. Yeah, James has it right there. Totally uncalled for. That's exactly right, Damone. You're exactly right. Anyone celebrating that Ed is actually guilty of this needs to. That is so untrue. See, it's not a celebration. That's the thing. Yeah, I appreciate the input there, Damone.
It's a close call, y'all. I know.
Anybody for that matter, within reason. But yeah, it's not a celebration. It's not like hee or ha ha or happy joy. It's not like that. There's actual victims involved in this. It's like
imagine that.
I think real quick.
Jeff
here.
Repeating everything I said a week ago.
Earlier. It was one of those big YouTubers that has like several million subscribers. They were redoing one of Alex's thing. What was it? Anyways, a long story short is it was one of those catches where Alex didn't put up with crap. The cops tried to be lenient.
Whose stupidity is more dangerous? I would say Ryan's stupidity is more dangerous because he's mobile. Like he drives a fucking car, so
laws and whatnot.
Ryan is a multinational tard now.
Lose your qualified immunity or lose your job or whatever. What's up, CCC? Well, Constantine will be here in just less than a month and 1 week. And just so y'all know, most of the content.
Oh, I know he's listening. He repeats shit that I say a lot.
If we have a catch or two, which we're working on, we talked about that briefly. I might go live on my channel and say, "Hey, we're going to be over in these channels." For those,
Ryan's a danger to himself. Also, didn't he total a car a couple of years ago?
Channels, one for catching, one for
regular. He can't drive with the shit.
Kind of mix it up a little bit, kind of guy am. But I'll just send people over there, and then when the police come, I might go live on my channel for extra angle footage. But yeah, most of the stuff will be on his. The concert will probably be on his as well. The only thing I could think of that might be on mine.
Maybe Alex will buy Jeff's channel next.
Little hints from there, here and there, or a song or two I might upload would be like the other surprises we're going to do, which is going to be pretty damn cool. Trust me. Whether you like me or Constantine or not, I think you're going to like the content because it's going to be very interesting. So you can watch it and whatever about it, but I think you'll enjoy it. Yeah, Christy,
Did Ryan's car really get towed, or was that
come up too? By the way,
bullshit?
I did finally see some of your response. I was kind of wondering where you were at, but I haven't been on too much either. In fact, I didn't get my first live response for what was it? I don't know. I'm just guesstimating here, 4 or 5 days after it was released. I did a community post or two and a couple shares or whatever it was. That was about it. Thank you, Missy. I appreciate that. One thing I want to say, and I hope you guys hear me out on this. All right, how do I say this carefully? I'm sure a lot of you have thought about it.
Or you could shut the fuck up.
Analysis, if you will, but there are people here that, and I've said it so many times already, don't go after them. There are people here that would rather die for Ed from the beginning to the end. It's because they sincerely believed in his innocence, they sincerely believed in their friendship, and so on and so forth. And I have nothing against them at all. In fact, I should do a little tradition here. Put a 1 in the chat if you like this idea. Everybody that Ed modded that came from Tommy's, if you were modded by Ed just because you turned on Tommy, put a 1 in the chat. And don't lie, please. Put a 1 in the chat. And don't lie.
Oh, God, who gives a fuck?
Real quick. So, like people like Christy and JFK and some other people.
Ed also modded people to make targets out of them.
You were being a loyal friend to somebody who thought that was your genuine friend. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's all good. It's hard to come back to different sides of the community where people were hating on you. But look what Cat Eyes did. I mean, she was the encouragement right off the bat. Just to be honest with you, no Connie Lingus, no Lark Listers. You weren't mods in there. I'm just asking who was.
Edward doxed Cat Eyes before they
because I was a mod there a couple times. I never.
In case somebody didn't know that.
As a mod or whatever.
Shut it off. Why? What's up?
Yeah, right, Christy? You're right. Man, I got to put that up on screen just for a second. That's just too good. Yeah. It really concerned me. So the day that happened was very unusual for me because I literally have been staying away from YouTube and the drama and all the BS and blah, 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 blah. And I was so busy. And I just happened to have time. And I just gotten home. I was relaxing for the air conditioning. And
I don't know. Hold on a second.
My phone. I just pulled it out.
Fuck, I had to take a break from that man's voice. I don't know why Ed modded you pull over. I modded you so that you could drop links, and because I heard you go live before, maybe that's the same reason. I don't know, but I do know that Ed giving people wrenches wasn't always to be nice or because he liked you. Ed gave people wrenches to make targets out of them from Tommy's people, and it worked. There are people that I talked to that I've been talking to. One of them before Tommy ever came along, and they're scared to death that anybody will even know that we talk. So I'm not going to make them a target. And there was a person that I threw a wrench to. It was actually an accident, but I just let them keep it. And they hit me up. They're like, "No, don't wrench me in your channel. Fucking Tommy's people will come after me." And they were right, so I took it back. And unfortunately, I've not seen them back here since. And I did not, if you're listening, I did not do that on purpose. All right. Everybody take a shot or whatever it is you do to deal with this kind of shit. I'm going to put Jeff back on here in a second. I couldn't, like, his voice just fucking, uh, right on, Nutty Assistant. I finally figured out how to operate this part of it. I deeply appreciate you. And if something happens and you got to go or whatever, if you need to shut it down, that's cool too. No problem at all. I appreciate everything you have done. You wanted to be a target of a tax evading bitch. Oh man. All right, here we go. Again, if the link should be pinned, if somebody wants to come up, you can change the subject if you want to. I don't care. We can do whatever you guys want. Or we can keep making fun of Jeff. Oops, wrong one.
And then I saw that, and that was it. And it just is like John Davis. After it's done, it's done. You know, I didn't have time to screen record it or nothing. And then I saw somebody else was live or whatever for a bit. Went over there, lurked for about 10 minutes, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to do a live.
The name's Bill. That's a good name.
What the? Dude, why does he think he can even show his face on YouTube? And not that he shows his face, but you know what I mean? Like, just be on YouTube. In all honesty,
Oh,
like
again, repeating other shit I've been saying since it happened.
You were proven to have that. Would you not want to be
all
on
right,
YouTube?
guys, here.
I wouldn't.
We'll do it this way. Hold
First
on.
of all, I mean,
all right. 1 in the chat if you want me to keep playing Jeff. 2 in the chat if you want to forget about it. And if you leave because we're not doing whatever you choose, then I take no offense. Now I forgot how I said that. Which one is 1 and which one is 2? Honestly, guys, my concussion brain, I forgot which one is which. I'm as dumb as Jeff sometimes. 2 for no Jeff. All right, let's go. Let's look here. One, two, two. Fuck, it's about even. I said 1 for not. Damn it, you guys got me all fucked up. I don't have any coins on me. I'll flip a cat if it. Well, no, I'll have to tie. They always land on their feet. I'll tie 2 cats together back to back, and then while they're up in the air, we'll decide whichever one lands on their feet is what we'll go with. Hold on. Some of y'all are double dipping. That ain't fair. Oh God, what can I do here? Yeah, I'll show you guys something kind of cool if you don't know about these already. Maybe. Hold on. Sorry about this, guys. I'm gonna have to play Jeff for a second while I get shit situated. Sorry.
Coming up in 3, 4, or 5 days or whatever. But our goal is to kick it off around Thursday-ish. But it's not set in stone yet. Okay. And maybe Wednesday, maybe Friday, maybe next week. I don't know. I just don't know. But that's the goal, is we're going to actually have a podcast, and it's not going to be an open panel necessarily for the most part. It may be towards like the middle of the end. We may have like what we call call-ins. People can come up, they can speak their piece, they can say one sentence or two or whatever, and then we can rebuttal or talk.
Hold
whatever
still, kitty. Hold still.
Have another person, but
bad
it's
kitty.
going to be a
Bad
regular
kitty.
podcast for certain members of the YouTube community and other people. And the first one, and I did message a few people already today and yesterday, maybe the big questions about some people. And it's going to be different subjects every time. So the first one, what's up, FCC? The first one will probably be my brother and I. We're going to be talking to the Thorpes. Got a lot of questions for them. There's Andrew Wilson. There's Dr. Oh my gosh, what's his last name?
Isn't that Thorpe girl like really young? I didn't know that the Thorpes were like internet famous until after I saw that clip of Jeff hitting on that young girl. Is that who he's talking about? I don't know that I would touch that with a 10-foot pole. All right. These things are pretty cool. I don't know why I'm showing it to you, but if you're into survivalism, they, or if you have little kids, they come in quite handy. They start out like this. Anybody know what this is? Don't eat these. But you just add a little bit of water. And they fold out into a towel. Now, the really cool thing is they make underwear. Like they make big beach towels, and they make underwear like this too. So, oh, damn it. Well, anyway, that's what they wind up as. They come in really handy if you're into survival shit or you have little kids or whatever. But anyway, I used that to determine what we were going to do, and we're just going to pop Jeff in and out. Oh, I said that badly. But yeah, they make underwear like these too. They come in real handy. They're just made out of cotton. I'm not kidding. I am not kidding, guys. They make underwear like these. You can get them on Amazon. I'm not making that one up. They make big beach towels and okay. But anyway, they come in really handy. Or if you have to scrub your ears out from listening to Jeff.
Exactly, Matt. Here's the way I look at it is at the time, Matt, if you weren't here, I don't know. For those who do remember, I want to say it's about 2021. I'm just guesstimating here. I'm just guesstimating. So we had Alex, we had Tommy. That was basically the two divisions of the community. There was either you support Tommy or support Alex. If you support both, and you're probably pushed aside, trolled, or whatever, or shit on. End of story. So there was that two-sided thing. That was the biggest drama in the community, was the Alex versus Tommy, and there was the Ed and Bill versus Tommy, and that just kind of grew from there. So Ed kind of started that. Predwood did, and then it just kind of grew, and then it started other divisions. If you notice,
Yeah, that's true,
if you
actually.
weren't directly attacked by Predwood, then you wouldn't
Also, shit
understand.
I've said.
Me and Predwood were talking on the phone on a personal basis for an hour and a half, a couple times. You know,
That's true. Before Edward just started going straight after Tommy all the time, he was doing other things. We were better then about finding creeps from within the community and exposing them. And back then, he really was doing a lot to help catchers. I can't dispute that. A lot of catchers. I'm pretty sure he helped Alex. He helped AZ a lot. I met Edward on AZ's Discord, if I remember right. But like all of a sudden, he just started going after Tommy exclusively. That's really why he started his own channel, because we used to do everything on locksmiths. So Edward started a channel, and he just started going after Tommy. I got sick of fucking hearing about Tommy. I mean, yeah, his shit needs to be called out so people know, so people know, especially if they're giving money to him. And like I thought Edward was going to do other things besides Tommy all the time with his channel. So I asked him. I said, "Why are you like stuck on Tommy? Like, there's a lot of shit that needs called out." And at that point he told me, "Well, there's a reason, but I can't tell you about it yet. It'll come out." I'm all right, fine, none of my business. In the meantime, I was not supposed to know at this point, but in the meantime, somebody else told me what Cherry had said or Sherry, I mean, had said that Tommy had done to her. I wasn't supposed to know it at that point, so I couldn't say anything. And then eventually, Ed told me, and I had to act like I didn't know anything about it, because the person that told me wasn't supposed to say anything. And so that was why he told me he started going after Tommy all the time. I kind of thought it was for the views, but I don't know. What do I think Edward's motive was for getting into the catching community? I don't know, Jamie. We found he's by far not the first creep that have worked their way onto the inside, or not necessarily inside, but close to the inside, I don't know what his motivations were. We do have, I guarantee you, we have predators watching this right now. We know for a fact that they watch our channels. I don't know what his motivations were. Sometimes they get in here so that they can learn how not to get caught. Sometimes they do it just because they're working their way into the enemy side. You know what I mean? People get a thrill out of that kind of stuff. And I don't know. I don't know what his motivations are. And I don't know that Edward's ever actually done anything to a kid. I've seen nothing to say that he has. But like, you don't just have CP floating around on your devices. On one that was locked up under your bed. It's just, there's no. I would be when I was decoying. Sometime a couple of times I got sent links to stuff, and I didn't open it because I didn't really know what it was, and I was horrified uh, at the idea. It turned out um, it turned out to not be that. I forwarded it on, but yeah, it's not staying on my fucking device. I'm gonna go to the cops, and then I'm fucking burning the damn thing. How much help was Ed to catch? Because Jamie, he really in the early days, he really was a lot of help. He worked with like back then there weren't 500 catchers like there are now. We worked with a fair amount of the OGs. I had a thing where my job was if catchers needed a decoy, they could come to me, and then I had people that wanted a decoy, and I would match them up. Or if you needed decoy picks, I could hook you up with people that had decoy picks. And one of the people that I hooked the catchers up with was Edward because he was doing you know, the finding out their information, doing the docs work. I didn't do a whole lot of that. Well, in fact, I didn't really do that back then. Where I came in is if they couldn't figure out who the pred was, like if they didn't know a real name, all they had to go on was a fake phone number. I wasn't always successful, but I was able to figure out who a fair amount of them were just by doing some legwork that I learned in my old job. It's not always easy. I mean, Ed's talked about his like stuff that happened to him when he was a kid, and that's why he said he got involved, and that could be, a part of it. You think he has victims? He could very well. I'm just saying that I've not seen any evidence of it. It's entirely possible. And I ran a lot of the one of the, not when I first got involved, I'd never heard of Discord, and it was one click on a Discord link because I started getting to know people through the YouTube chat. So like I remember when Alex only had 20 of us chatting. Um, and that's where I started seeing Jersey staying around, and uh, eventually T-Coy came in, and she was actually Alex's secretary, and they kept like I had donated a bulletproof vest to a catcher. They kept trying to get me to join a Discord, and I kept resisting. I'm like, no, I don't have any social media. I don't want any social media. And then one day I clicked that first link, and next thing I know, I was building Discords for catchers and some just trash ones for the hell of it. So that was what I did back in the day. But yeah, I don't know why Edward got involved. Yeah, editors was another thing I could hook people up with. Yeah, Dusty. I eventually got sick of it. My original account got nuked anyway, partially because of the PvP. Because I helped PvP start his Discord. I knew PvP before he was a catcher, so I helped him kind of get going. And yeah, I was running a lot of discords for a lot of people, and I just got fed up with the bullshit that comes along with it. So the deal was supposed to be, if I started a discord for a catcher or whoever, that they would eventually learn how to run it and take the ownership. Because when you start one, you're the owner, and I didn't think it was a good look for somebody else to own a catcher's discord. You know what I mean? So the deal was, I would build it and get it going, and they would eventually take it over. But they wound up, a lot of them wound up not wanting to have the actual ownership, and eventually I got fed up and I just pushed it off onto whoever, and either got out completely or just didn't come around much anymore. Because I could see the writing on the wall. I knew shit was gonna eventually wind up just like it is now. What's going on, Bat Mom? Yeah, PvP. I haven't talked to him in a while, but anyway, my personal account, when all the catchers um, channels got nuked all at once, my personal account, so did Locks and Ed's. All of our personal accounts got nuked at the same time because we were what's the word, administrators or whatever in everybody's discords. Um, and had PvP just did what I fucking told him when he was first getting started, we had a team of people, and this is how we did it for the other catchers too. We had a team of people. It was our job to find everybody, like on the Preds Facebook and whatever social media they had, and uh, we sent everybody the catch and chat logs or whatever. And then when PvP started, just telling everybody to dox the Pred, that caused a lot of problems, and that's what got us all nuked. Panel channel, I don't remember exactly the month and year. I met Ed in AZ's Discord, and I couldn't tell you exactly when that was. I got involved in early 2019, so I would have met Ed probably later in 2019, maybe 2020. But as far as a month goes, and even the exact year, I don't know. I don't remember. Because I had been at it for a while, and I didn't actually meet Ed until AZ had a Discord. So shortly after AZ started going. Yeah, Big Moose, you've been around for a while. I knew it. We more than likely know each other. You probably don't like me, but we know each other. Yeah, Batmom, we're playing a little bit of Jeff off and on here. Yeah, no problem, Panel Tail. You know how to get a hold of me if you have any questions. It's just that I've had too many concussions. My memory is faulty at best. Came in January. Yeah, early 2020 would be. That could very well be. Again, I got in early 2019. I joined my first Discord which was Polo, Predator Poachers, Central Florida. I remember, oh God, I joined his Discord in, I don't know, like May, somewhere around there. It would have been spring of 2020, I think. I know I was in there for the 4th of July because I remember having a conversation with anybody remember the Real Wise Guy? I used to talk to him quite a bit, but haven't seen him around in a while. Man, it was that one click. And I really had resisted, but T-Coy can be pretty persuasive. She persuaded me into a lot of things. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. She tricked me into being a decoy. I didn't really want to do that either. Is that the real annoyed or is that the fake, another fake annoyed? Yeah, annoyed. You know what? I like you, man, but I'm still having a hard time trusting some people, because there's been some flip flopping in the past and it could happen again. I had Damone wrenched in here one time and then wound up banning his ass. So I don't know. We'll see. And then we have the thing where there's been people that have been in here for, you know, a lot longer and they don't have a wrench. So that's really not fair. If I start wrenching people again, um, I'll probably throw one to Bat Mom because I think she's probably a whole lot cuter than you. I don't use my wrench. The only thing I use my wrenches for, unless I see a dox, is and I no, he didn't do anything bad with his wrench. That's not why I banned him. I banned him because he flipped. He was here, and then all of a sudden he started throwing dirt at me. So fuck him. That's why I banned him before. He wasn't. He was not abusing his wrench. I hope I didn't make it sound like that. But um, fuck, I lost my train of thought. Yep. If Bat Mom over you. Funny how that works. That's the fake annoyed again. All right. You know my policy on copy accounts. Copy accounts. Like I was ready to go to blows with Lord Cucksimp, only to find out I was arguing with a fake one. So the direct copies uh, can be kicked out of here. Hey Jamie, you can abuse your wrench all you want. All I That's what I was saying. All I use my wrench for is unless I see a dox. Like when you see somebody get timed out or banned, and you want to know why they got timed out or banned, you can go back and look at it. That's pretty much all I use my wrenches for. You don't think you were savage enough in your post? Well, you can make another one, Cole. What's going on, Nays Mimi? All right. I ran out of shit to say, so put sub mode should be on. You should have to be sub for 5 minutes. That's what I usually put it on because it takes them a lot longer to make an account and then wait 5 minutes than it does for us to take half a second to get rid of them. I don't want to do. Yeah, I make it for 5 minutes because I also don't want to close people out permanently if they've got something legit, you know. Oh yeah, them grandbabies will wear you out. I got a 2-year old grandson, man. He's awesome. Reminds me of how fucking old I am. 5 days. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't do it that way because I don't want to like shut somebody out that's legit, you know. What's going on, Ta? Of having an affair with Steph. You know, he's not the only catcher that there's been rumors that he's having an affair with, or not the. Damn it, I said that wrong. Tommy's not the only catcher that there are rumors of Steph having an affair with, but they are just rumors. Actually, the real annoyed and I have a lot in common because we're both into the survivalism kind of stuff, and it seems like he actually knows what he's talking about because there's a lot of phony survivalists out there too. But I think he knows his shit. KR. See, I've taken such a step back from fighting most of these people directly that, like, I know who KR is, but I know he's a piece of shit. That's about all I know. 2 years and 3 months. Well, Nays Mimi, that thing where, like, they tell you you're supposed to feed your kids every day. That's an old wives' tale. They can skip a day every now and then. It doesn't really hurt them. Oh, we all need a little spanking every now and then, Cole. What's going on, Heather? Oh, you didn't miss anything. It's just me babbling and checking in on Jeff every now and then. You didn't miss a damn thing. Why are the mods so mean here? I have got the coolest mods on YouTube. You're not fast, you're drunk. Got to read your statement on the Survivor channel. I don't think I've seen that either. Are you gonna? Do you have anybody scheduled, Jules? I mean, you got one of the few channels that is actually about what we're supposed to be for, and you don't go live anymore. How many annoyed? Who knows? They can all go away though. Just don't accidentally kick the real annoyed, because then I'd have to go back and fucking figure out which one's the right one. And man, I don't want to. Courtney said, "Well, if it made Courtney cry, it'll probably make me cry too." I talked to her not too long ago. Yeah, Jules, I get it. It is bullshit. Oh yes, the people from the ranch have nothing else to do apparently. Okay, so something went down, and now annoyed is the hot target today. Yeah, naughty assistant. That's what I'm thinking. It's weird, but that's okay. They're probably not smart enough to unsubscribe, so they keep making alts and getting banned. I get a sub out of it every time that happens, so it's all good. Yeah, dead twist. I said that earlier. I had the same thought. Yeah, I still don't understand how any catcher can work with Steph after she tipped off a pred. I don't get it. I mean, it's Tommy, so it kind of makes sense in that way, but and it's not even just that. She's done a bunch of other sleazy ass shit too. I Stephanie, oh man, I probably shouldn't tell you guys this, but um when Stephanie first came into the community, she got a hold of me because I was the hub for all that shit. She's like, "Hey, I'm an experienced decoy. Do can you put me in touch with somebody?" So I actually put her in touch with Alex. Yeah, it's my fault, guys. Of course, I didn't know then what I know now, but yeah, that was before anybody knew who the hell she was around here. Yeah, she used a real kid's but there's a whole litany of shit that she's done, like from doxing and like Tech was simping for her real bad at one point, and she got Tech to do some of her dirty work. And like he took the fall for some of it, like the whole PNN docs. He him and Steph were the ones that did that, and he tried to take the fall for all of it. What else was there? Tech did some other dirty shit for her too. Cool, Heather. Yeah, I know I'm not responsible for it, but and she would have found her way in anyway. Um, but it's just a little factoid that I'm not proud of. Get rid of all mods. I wouldn't have mods if it wasn't for doxing. I really wouldn't. I didn't really want to have mods when I first started doing this, but it quickly became apparent that I had to. And then I found out that girls will send you booby pics for wrenches, and people will pay you for wrenches. So yeah, and I haven't even started with the big wrenches yet. I don't have any big wrenches on this channel. Nobody has the big wrench. I don't really need them. But I imagine I could probably get some nice videos if I start handing those out. Yeah, Jamie, it was just because you're cool. Wink, wink. We know. We know. Nope, Shauna didn't send me any booby pics. Hers was strictly about cash. Um, I'm not keen on the dick pics. Annoyed. I'm really not. I've got plenty already stapled to my wall. Yeah, but Jules, you sent me your nudes before I even had a channel. So, I mean, your gay name is proof that you are an innocent angel. Yeah, it's always them. Well, no, you're not really a quiet one. Never mind. I know, Shauna. I'm being. I don't actually. No, nobody. I don't take money for wrenches. I never have, and uh, people have offered. So no, that's not why Shauna has a wrench. I don't. I've never actually taken money for a wrench. When I say that shit, I'm just bullshitting. Yeah, Missy, I saw it. Gay. I saw it the first time. Hey, Missy, since I gave Gen A the floor for oh God, was it like 3 fucking hours? I'll give you the same respect. But no, I don't feel like no, I don't really. I mean, I hope Gen A is doing okay. I never did find out what the deal was there at the end. Like I hope she's all right, but I think I was doing it more to test my own patience to see if I could still control myself. Yeah, I understand, Jules, but you know how I am about self abuse. Yeah, I wondered. I wonder if it was acting, but I don't know. I mean, she had way more to cry over earlier on. It was kind of tame there at the end. I didn't expect it either, Missy. I don't know. Like, I don't know if it was an act. I don't know. Like, it almost seemed like something happened, not related. Like she got an upsetting text or something, but I don't know. I don't know. I just didn't want her to. I refused to let her up quite a few times when she was recovering from her stroke because I don't want somebody stroking out on my panel, you know? I mean, I would take it down, but like that kind of shit draws insane views, but I don't, yeah, I just don't want it to happen here. What's up, Pokey? All right, Anthony, take it easy. It's not, I mean, a little, it, it's hard telling. It depends on why she was crying. All right. I haven't fired off my wrench in a long time. I hope that wasn't the real one. Right on, Nays Mimi. I wondered who would catch that. I'm a funny motherfucker. I know. You think it was for attention? Yeah, it could be, but with the 75th, oh, well, she might not have expected me to let Missy up, but I kind of have a policy. If we're talking shit about somebody, I will let them come up and defend themselves most of the time. Unless somebody, like if somebody requests a stream where they can talk by themselves and it's prearranged, then I won't. But see, that's the thing. Like, I think she was crying for a little while before I realized it because my hearing sucks. And like, I saw people starting to comment on it before I actually heard it. And somebody said later that um, she thought she kept getting louder and louder because we couldn't hear her. But again, my hearing is trash, so I don't know. Too many metal concerts, too much steel work, and too much gunfire. Jeff over there lying his ass off. Well, let's check in on it for a second if it's still there. Hold on. Oh, it's gone. My naughty assistant must have took the night off. I would have put it back on. But that's cool. What's Jeff lying about? Of course, Missy is a bully. What do you expect from a Satan worshiper? Like, I don't know. It's impossible to make everybody happy, and I try to keep things calm. But like, I don't know if she expected me to like kick Missy over her because that wasn't going to happen, or expected the same thing out of FCC. And she's got to understand. I mean, she says some nasty shit about people too, and to people, and like it goes both ways. And if you're going to be on the internet, especially if you're going to go on panels, you got to have some thick skin because people, it doesn't matter how cool you are or how nice you are or how much of a dick you are, people are going to come at you. And it goes both ways. She said she doesn't say things without proof. Well, that's the thing, Missy, is what's proof in her mind. Like when she has her mind made up, then to her, it's real. That's my problem with um, religion. I mean, I believe in God, but like my whole life, I have dealt with hypocrites and holier than thou and people that they want freedom of religion as long as it's their religion. They don't have any tolerance for anybody else's beliefs. And yeah, don't bully people just because they're bald or just because they try to enter a foreign country without their vaccinations. I mean, I've been accused of when I was, oh, yeah, I was never quite good enough for my mom's church, and they used to accuse me of being a Satanist because I listened to heavy metal, and I used to draw. I did draw some like Iron Maiden album covers and stuff like that, but I would draw. I used to draw a lot of dragons, and they decided that my dragons were actually demons, and I was a Satan worshiper. Like I had to smuggle music into the house, play it on my Walkman. If they found, like I used to, my friends used to copy tapes for me, and we would just write something else on there that said it was something different. But yeah, when they found my music or my artwork, they would burn it. I mean, actually burn it because they thought it was Satan shit. So inevitably, being the asshole teenager that I was, I did start drawing pentagrams and stuff just to piss them off. I survived the satanic panic. And I don't even have a t-shirt because they burned them all. Just how did I smuggle them in? Well, I'm not going to go into detail about that, but I will say that I had jean jackets that had very handy inside pockets. And I will also say that it's much easier to smuggle cassette tapes up your butt without the covers. Them sharp edges are a bitch. All right, Annoyed. If you have some kind of like super fantastic dick pics, we can talk. Maybe have a moment of silence for the poor ugly schmucks who finally get a chance with the foreign girls. Yes, we can. All right, y'all. Bow your heads and mumble to yourselves for a minute. Dominique, we I found out that you left because I was playing Jeff and I wanted you back, so we put an end to it. And we took a vote. All right. Yeah, Danielle, fake accounts can go. You can flex that wrench, baby. Flex it hard. Link for Jesus FCC. Would you shut the fuck up about that? You won the argument. FM did what he always does in an argument and ended up making himself look stupid. You won that one, baby. But yeah, I'd let him up here. We've argued up here before, and every time he winds up looking like a dumbass. He says the exact same shit every time. He just talks over you and blah 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 blah, and says, "Oh, you sound like a pred. You're making excuses like a pred." He says the same shit in every argument. I felt bad. I don't know Lady J. Don't know anything about her, but I felt bad for her last night. Like I was embarrassed for her. And I've seen FM's DMs with other women, and when they decide they're done with him, he threatens them and just repeat. He's one of those dudes that will text you like every 5 seconds if you don't answer him back right away. And he says the same lines. Like he specifically seems to target married women. He'll say the same shit, and I've seen like more than one person's screenshots, DMs with him. He says, "Oh, your husband might not tell you good morning, but I will. Your husband might not tell you you're beautiful, but I will." Shit like that, and like it almost seems like he's trying to find somebody that is already established because he's got nothing. He lives on somebody else's couch, has to ride a borrowed bicycle, has to have other people pay his child support so he doesn't go to jail. So it's like he's looking to move in on somebody that's already established and just kind of, you know, the old guy goes out, new guy comes in kind of thing. Now, see, like Danielle and Dominique and Jamie and Jules, like we all have a thing. Like they all know, and Lydia, who else? Like they all know about each other. I don't lie to them. I'm not like I don't tell any of them. Oh, you're the only one, and they just kind of rotate me around, and I, they just kind of shift me around. I go from living under one sink to the other one's sink. Is all I own is a broken ball gag, and 2/3 of a washcloth and 3 left socks, but I don't need anything else. Yeah, KR is a whole ass piece of shit too. Like I said, guys, it's open season on fake accounts. You guys don't get to use your wrenches very often, but I'll let you. I mean, you got to target practice every now and then, right? Or you get rusty. It's funny on that subject. Dragonfly Wings and another party that I don't talk about anymore. I try not to. Um, they went to Ryan with all this bullshit about me. Showed no proof, mind you. And Ryan's not the only catcher that they went to try to come at me, but Ryan's the only one gullible enough to do it. So supposedly they've got all these women that have these DMs with me, and I do talk to a lot of females. I flirt a lot, um, but I only do it like if it's reciprocal. Like it's not fun and it's fucking creepy if it's one sided. And there has been I feel like I make very clear I don't do long distance relationships and I don't do real internet romances. Sometimes there it's happened more than once, and I do feel bad about it. Certainly, I'm not gonna drop any names because I'm not out to embarrass anybody. But like if they're in a vulnerable spot, sometimes they just need somebody to listen, and I can do that. And of course, you don't want to do any, you want to make them feel good, but you don't want to like flirt at that point. It's just it's not what they need. But I can listen, and offer whatever crazy advice I can offer. But sometimes it gets misunderstood, and they'll think that we have more going on than what I think we have going on. And so sometimes when it comes to that realization, they get mad, understandably, and it sucks because like had some pretty good, I thought, friendships going on, and it ruined it. And it certainly was never my intention to lead anybody on. But I can see, you know what I mean? But none of them have said jack shit about me publicly, at least not to my knowledge. But supposedly, according to Dragonfly's flavor of the month, they've got all this evidence against me. And Ryan said the same thing, but where the fuck's it at? I will give them the platform. No, I've been in plenty of relationships annoyed. It's just fake annoyed, but online's not a real relationship. And yes, I've met, oh God, I've met two, okay, I've met a bunch of people off of here. And when it's a female and when it's that kind of thing, I'll ask them, hey, do you want to keep this quiet or can I go brag about it? And whatever they want to do is how we handle it. And I've met up with two, and like they've never been mad at me. And yeah, I was in a 15-year relationship, a 5-year relationship, a bunch of 20-minute relationships, but it's not really, uh, I mean, if it happens, it happens, but that's not what I'm trying to do here. Oh no, the only ladies that get to see my sexy face are the ones uh, that I'm going to meet. I figured they ought to know what they're getting into. Mm. And I showed somebody my face when I got attacked by a dog because she was upset that I killed it. I was like, hey, here's why I did it. Sub mode is on, JFK. You got, but it's only on for 5 minutes. I can't change it right now. I can't change it through StreamYard. Just ban them. They got to wait 5 minutes to for a new account. Just keep banning them. Every time one of them gets banned, I get a sub out of it. You know why you don't? My pictures are out there. I put my pictures out there before. The reason I don't turn my camera on is because they keep posting pictures saying people are me that aren't, and I don't want to give them one that is, even though it's already out there. I don't know, Dominique. They always say that kind of shit, but it's not like it's a big secret. It's just it's funny. I get a cheap thrill out of fucking with them about it. And I think it's hilarious they keep posting pictures of people that I got no clue. Well, one of them is my dead relative, and I think Clown did that on purpose. I mean, okay, Jason Casey and Tech and Clown, they've all doxed me repeatedly, but they keep getting the wrong Bill Powell. Most of them are pictures I got no clue who they are, but one of them is a dead relative of mine, and I think they know that. Can you ban Dominique? No, you can't ban Dominique because she's a mod. And she's nice to me. Any girl that's nice to me shall not be banned. Yeah, you do have to be pretty pathetic. Like, just imagine that being your life. I think that Dead Twist actually was an aggressor, even though it happened before he was born. He's very tricky. It's entirely possible that the fake annoyed accounts could be. That sounds like some pathetic tech bullshit. I also think it's funny. Well, he posted about this himself, but he posted a thing a while back that he was like, "Oh, the restraining order, it expired or whatever the fuck it was." And then, surprise, he gets hit with a brand new one. I hope it's okay that I talked about that, but Tech put it out himself, so I mean, I don't care what Tech thinks. It's other people. So yeah, check got served with a current restraining order because he wouldn't leave people alone because he's that kind of bitch. Whoa, 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 Dominique. When the fuck did you get married? I'm actually kind of heartbroken over that, to be honest. Like, were you married that whole time when we, you know, Three Dad Twist? Yeah, whenever I see his name, Lydia, that's what it looks like to me. I read it as Three Dad Twist. Yeah, yeah, it's either a drink or a sexual position. I've had both. I mean, doesn't it sound like that? You could walk into a bar and be like, "Hey, give me a Three Dad Twist," and they would give you some kind of citrusy shit. Or you could go to the porn shop and be like, "Hey, I want to see that Three Dad Twist video," and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, we got one copy left. Here you go." It works either way. What's up, Jay Silly? Oh shit! Did Wolf do something stupid again? If dyslexic is a nice way of saying mildly retarded, yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll stick too because I know some of the bullshit that he's been doing. It's pussy ass shit. Black Biden is a big bad wolf now. I'll take him over the other wolf, even though he's black. Whoa, 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 Lydia! Did you just say that Dead Twist has always been nice? Oh, are we talking about the same Three Dad Twist, or did I miss something? I mean, Dead Twist doesn't really like anybody. He just hates certain people less than others. He did do a good job. Oh, if you guys weren't here, when I those um videos about little fucker and I dominating the world, the ones that are fucking hilarious. Uh, it was Dead Twist that made those. I don't know if something happened to. I think Black Biden had a. I think when I first started seeing him around was on Instagram, but I don't think he was catching yet. He was just funny as shit. Or maybe it was a separate account. I don't know. I haven't seen it pop up for a while. Yeah, yeah. Dead Twist and I vent on each other, and it's not always pleasant. It's probably a good thing we're separated by a border because if we had some of the conversations that we had on Instagram, we would probably those. Yeah, he's good. He's pretty generous with them free memberships and financially supporting catchers. Yeah, Dead Twist would never do anything like that. I don't know. Was it KR or was it Tech? Because it seems like it stopped after I mentioned Tech's name. He's probably figuring out. Yeah, he's probably figuring out a whole new way to dox me now. Again. All right, this just in. Somebody paid off my naughty assistant to cut the Jeff stream. Now, I get it, but somebody will pay for that. All right, you guys got anything else? The link's up for FM or anybody else that wants to jump up here. He won't. I think he's tired of looking stupid. Although, I don't think he has enough self awareness to know he looks stupid. I don't know. I don't think FCC's pissy. I think he's just gloating over his victory last night. Link for Ryan. I'll give Ryan, usually when I let Ryan up here, I'll give him 2 minutes and let him say whatever he wants in that 2 minutes, and then I just cut it, even if he's mid sentence. Now that's cool, naughty assistant. I don't really care. I was just giving you a hard time. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Take the rest of the night off. Hey, Dominique has a way of captivating us, gentlemen. I'm not gonna lie. What's going on, Rod? All right, naughty assistant. Thank you. Like I said, take the rest of the night off. It's all good. OCD. Sometimes I wish I was OCD. Yeah, actually, it looks like a big pain in the ass. I've had friends that were OCD. Like, um, one of them. Anytime you were to, if you picked her up at her house, anytime you were to go any place with her, like she would have you stop the car in the middle of the driveway on the way out, and she'd have to go back in 4 or 5 times to make sure that nothing was on fire. There was a couple of times where, like we would get up the road and she'd be like, I have to check my stove, I have to, and I'm like, just stop it. I didn't fully understand how it works at that time. And so one time I didn't go back, and like she could not relax the whole night. Like she did not. We went to a movie. We're supposed to go out to a bar after that, and had to skip the bar. So yeah, you have to let her do her thing, or she just can't have a good time. So no, it doesn't look like any fun. Oh, that's awesome, Rod. Hanging out with your kids is when you get when you reach a certain point, hanging out with your kids is all you want to do. Your OCD makes you drink beer every night. That's as good of an excuse as any. I can't think of any days that end in Y. All right, yo. I don't know if um his dumbass, what's his name, Jeff's still alive. I don't want to leave you hanging, but I don't really know what else to talk about. Good night, Lydia. Take it easy. I'm still gloating over taking your panel, Cherry. I'm gonna brag about that for years to come. Yeah, it kind of sucks when they live far away from you. You can't see them all the time. And then somehow they get their own lives at some point, and they don't really need you as much anymore, which kind of sucks. That's right, Cole. Keep the bad man away from the geese. He got lucky, man, because geese can fuck people up. FCC, are you going live, or I don't, if Jeff's still live? Like I don't want to leave people with no options, but I really am out of shit to talk about. What the hell is chat frozen again? God damn it! There's nobody talking. I can't tell. Hang on. We grooving? I don't feel like we grooving. How long is it? Shit, it's been over 3 hours. Yeah, I'm usually good with 2. Sometimes y'all are just too damn irresistible, though. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't see your message earlier. I see it now, though. We're kind of off that topic, but I'm told that Ray hasn't been going live lately or hopping up on panels like he was. Can you guys confirm that for me? There's a there's a deeper reason why I'm asking. Yeah, I see it. No idea. He's annoying. Not sub to him. Couldn't tell you. Yeah, I think I'm still sub to him. I just turned off notifications when he came back. I'm not sub to him either. Yeah, that's a lot of people. I know. We've y'all have talked about it here in the chat a bunch of times, and I know people have said shit to me about it privately. Y'all are just sick of seeing him around. Yeah, yeah. I guess his ego took kind of a hit because nobody was watching. I mean, I don't care as long. I don't care if there's. I don't think I've ever had less than like 20 or whatever, but I don't care if it's two people as long as they're talking and I got somebody to bounce off of. I don't care. Um, but seeing 100 does. I don't know what it is. Like I don't really give a shit that much, but um, like when it pops up over like 100, especially the first time it happens, it does feel good. I don't know why. It's certainly nothing that I want to get hung up on, but and then you don't see 200 around here very much anymore because a lot of cool people have left. But every time it crosses that mark, it feels a little bit better. It's stupid, but it does. And then if you can't get anybody to watch and you think you're all that, you kind of starting to find out you're not. I get, especially if you have an ego like Ray's, I can see how that would uh, that would drag on you a little bit. Hoping to catch your CPP forced off of YouTube return. I don't think CPP forced off. What catchers did CPP force? There's been a lot of other people that left because of Tommy and his people's bullshit. Because how dare they say anything against Tommy? I've seen a lot of cool people forced out like that, but I don't know. Has he run off any actual catchers? Yeah, I know, man. There's been a lot of cool people. They would tell Tommy something in confidence, and then the second they don't agree with him, he fucking puts their business out there. That's happened quite a bit. Or they get doxxed. And that's another complaint that I have about him and Ed is like there are people like there was a whole little group of ladies that stuck together and they went, you know, it, if you saw one, you saw all of them in a chat, and they used to hang out here, and they came to me about some shit, and they were like, "Hey, we want to speak out on this," but and I did speak out on it. It was that whole story about shaking the jar. That was for them. Um, and I was like, "Hey, I can say it, yeah, but it's not going to have the impact as if you come up here and say it yourself." And but they were afraid to do it because it was against one of Ed's friends, and they were all worried that Ed was going to dox them if they came out and said their piece. And I think that's bullshit. And now they're all gone. I mean, if you've been around for a year or more, you would recognize the names. Tommy said 75% of people don't like him because of Ed. No, I mean Ed brought a lot of things to people's attention that they wouldn't have known about. Um, but his own actions are why people don't like him. That's exactly it, Dead Twist. I don't understand. Like they've got that whole little group over there, in the Nanya stuff, and they support all these abusive types. Tommy, FM, um, God, who else? Tech. Like they're all lumped up together in this little clique, but none of them did it. It's always somebody else's fault. Uh, Cap too. Like they're all lumped up together, and they've all got history of abusing women and children. But none of them did it, guys. And I just don't understand. I make a surprise anal joke, and they're like, "Oh, how can you joke? Say that in a community of survivors." And then you're backing up people that have actual histories of abuse towards women and children. Please explain that to me. How does that work? Yeah, Ed is how we know a lot of the things about Tommy. But and as far as Tommy, like he put me in this category too. Like he's like, oh, Ed and Bill, and he named some other names. They're all in this group chat making up lies about me. That never happened. Yeah, I was in some group chats. There were fucking like 100 of them. I mean, look, really, they're really probably about 30 different little group chats of. They were just different combinations of the same people because somebody didn't trust Bobby Joe or somebody didn't trust this one or that one. Um, but like none of it, we weren't sitting there making shit up. It was just a way of transferring information. I don't even know. Well, I mean, I do know why I was pulled into all those, but I didn't really have a whole lot to contribute because I didn't feel like watching anybody like a hawk all the time. After that attempted, I haven't watched Rami in a long time. He was one of the first. He was one of the first ones I helped to expose, and it was. He's like, guys, I need a bulletproof vest, guys. I need $2,000 for a bulletproof vest. I'm like, hey, I've got one I'm selling anyway. I'll just give it to you. And he completely ignored it. So that was I had not talked to Alex in person. Or I shouldn't say in person. Like I hadn't talked to him one on one at that point yet. But at that time, Rami was still a predator poacher. He came in under the predator poacher's name. Uh, yeah, Danielle, you got a hawk and I got a two. We can make something happen. Um, no, that's my trainer. Damn it, Danielle got me all worked up now. I totally forgot squirrel. Oh yeah, Rami was the first uh, catcher that I helped expose. Didn't do any good, but back then the most drama we had around here was Alex and um, Rami going back and forth at each other. And that was pretty fucking mild compared to what we have now. But no, I haven't watched Rami in a long time. If I don't like somebody, I just don't fucking watch them. Oh, you live close to Rami? I mean, I know you live out that direction. I've got, well, I'm not really going to claim PHI, but um, I, PCI is in my general area, PHI, and then there's the group that I work with that doesn't have a name, and they don't put their shit on YouTube though. And then Bikers Against Preds, Boots. God, who else? We got a bunch of them around here, actually. A good friend of mine was sergeant at arms for a motorcycle club called BACA, Bikers Against Child Abuse. Yeah, Bikers Against Child Abuse. But a good friend of mine was sergeant at arms for them. Yeah, Chris Hansen was my first, and then before Alex came along, I was watching some CC Unit and some groups up in Canada, like Surrey Creep Catchers or so. I don't remember their names now, but there's a few of them up there. Don't know whatever happened to them. And then Alex, probably because of the other stuff I've been watching, Alex popped up. I think he only had like 600 subscribers or something like that then. And I'm like, oh man, this dude catches Preds and he roasts them. That's awesome. Um, yeah, there's some shit about. They're also from my area. There's some shit about them that uh, I don't have all the facts, but I don't rock with them. I did at first, but I found some shit out, and I can't prove it, so I don't. It's that kind of thing where that's the kind of accusation that you don't make without proof. It's yeah. Oh fuck. All right, yo. I think I've ringed this out for about all it's worth. Oh, let me see here. Sorry, Danielle, we didn't quite get the 500 in donations to take you out, and I'm not taking you out for any less, uh, because you're a $500 a night girl. Let's face it. If I had to pay for it, it cost me about the same. Yeah, Cole. I don't. I'll tell you about it privately, but it's like it's not the old guy directly, but when it came to shit in his own, yeah, I like I said, I've seen, I had stuff in writing about it in the past. I got no clue. That's probably like 4 phones ago. But like it wasn't him that directly did something, but uh, yeah. Good night, Dominique. There's another $500 girl. Come on, y'all. Get me $1,000 and I'll take Dominique and Danielle out at the same time. Yeah, Yeah, it would be worth $5,000, but that's a pretty high expectation, money wise. 500 is realistic. I have drawn that. I've drawn that on a cocaine string. And I actually felt bad about it. What are you mad for, Danielle? Look, you're worth more than 500, but realistically, I got to stay within the bounds of what I think I can get. Yeah, Cole, I wouldn't even bring it up at all if I didn't know it to be true. I just can't. I have, yeah. It wasn't the old guy directly that did anything. It was something else. But I'll keep it 370 with you. All right, y'all. Apparently, Danielle's mad at me. So I'll get off of here and take my lickings in private. All right, y'all. Stay naked.